You're locked on to the number one radio station. Number one radio station. In the mix. The mix. And we ain't stopping.
You guys have the best music.
Turn it up! Hey, Smokey back here taking a shit! Eval! Well, I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Yo, you listen to AZUR Radio, Arizona Underrated Radio. You're rocking with the one and only Hot Boy of Tucson, DJ Cash.
It's DJ Cash.
I got a couple people in the studio with me.
Yo, Bob Dole, full effect. You know what I mean? We in here, we lit. It's a privilege to be in here with the man Cash. You know what I mean? We ready to get it.
Let's go.
Shit, what's up, Arizona? It's Guapo. I appreciate Cash for letting me on the show today. We're gonna have a good show.
And Guapo is one of our new team members, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, on the team.
ENT, so, you know, he gonna drop in on these segments here and there. But y'all should already know O/Bob Dole, you know, he been in this joint, did a couple segments with me before.
Yes, sir.
And you can go catch that on our YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? If you missed some of our segments that we did in the past at youtube.com/Arcana TV. That's /ARKANA TV. All right, so what's going on in the mix today, guys? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about?
So we got the 42 Dugg situation where he licked his son's neck and then kissed him right after, and that man's been getting a little bit of flack for that. You know what I mean? There was a couple artists, you know, that kind of were talking some things, you know what I mean? Some shit, kind of had an opinion about that. It seemed, to me personally, it did seem a little bit weird, you know what I mean? It seemed a little pedo, you know what I mean, type deal, but I don't know, you know what I mean?
Do you think there could be any explanation he can give
bruh,
that explains, you know what I'm saying, like what you saw in the video? Because I saw the video too. I'm gonna say my piece in 1 second, but I want to hear what y'all think. You know?
Man, I don't know. What? Go ahead, Gabe. I'm gonna say what I say after or whatever. But if you want to say, chime in real quick. You know what I mean?
Man, I watched the video. You know, you did see his tongue come out. Like, it's oh man, I don't even know, bro. Like, I mean, when I did see the video though, you know, like I don't know if it was cut short or whatever, or you know, hopefully that man has an explanation for that shit. Like, did you said he came out and said something, right?
Yeah, I guess he you know, was kind of, you know, talking back to the people that were, you know, bashing him for it and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. As a father myself. You know what I mean? My tongue does not go anywhere near my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kiss my children, you know what I mean? I hug them. I love them, you know what I mean? Show a lot of affection, but that, you know what I mean?
So here's my take on it. You know what I'm saying? So I saw the video, and at first I had to play it back because it happened so fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I first seen it, it just looked like he was just playing with his, you know what I'm saying, kid or whatever, you know, how you try to bite him and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, you know, when they did the still shot and he got his whole tongue out.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I'm saying, bro. You
it's
see
like,
the tongue and you're just like,
you know what
damn,
I'm saying?
bro.
So
I can see.
Maybe I want to hope that he was playing with his child. He's not that type of person.
Yeah,
I want to
that type
hope
of
that,
shit.
but we don't know. So
Yeah.
we'll see, I guess, what to come up out of there. But I guess one of the artists that supposed to have said something about it was DaBaby, right?
It was Lil Baby. You know what I mean?
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby said something about it. You know what I mean? A couple.
What did he say?
He just said, you just started, you know, said he don't condone none of that. You know what I mean? He had a little, like, Instagram live or something. You know what I mean? I watched a little bit of it, but basically it was just that, you know, he didn't condone, you know what I mean, what that man was talking about, you know, or what he was doing.
Yeah,
and,
bro. If you're on that type of shit,
yeah.
like that, bro, like
I don't
nah,
know.
we
Yeah,
ain't
it just
fucking
seemed
with you,
it
bro.
just seemed weird to me. Like I just feel like
Hopefully it's not that.
the tongue is a very sexual thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
And-
like, you know, I've never like got that wrong. You know what I'm saying? When it came to, like, you know, I kiss my wife, you know, affectionately and stuff like that. But like whenever it come to my children and stuff like that, man, I don't know. I personally never got it confused. But like you said, I hope.
Well,
you know,
if it's true, this wouldn't be the first time, and other stuff will come
Exactly.
up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see
Yeah.
what's to come up, what's to come from it as
Yeah.
the weeks
Exactly.
and stuff go.
yeah.
But besides that, so there's other stuff in the news, and that's real big right now. Is DaBaby,
DaBaby,
or whatever. So I thought earlier when you was telling me that you was saying that DaBaby responsible, it was the little baby.
Yeah.
But DaBaby got his own situation going on.
Yeah.
And I guess so. I don't watch the news. You know what I'm saying? Like my team, they come to me and we decide on the things that we want to talk about, and I go do my research before we have these segments, and just to pick up on the basics or whatever. And basically, what I see is that DaBaby made a comment at the show at
during the set.
What was the event?
It might have been a Rolling Loud. Yeah,
Rolling
it might have
Loud.
been a
It was Rolling
Loud.
Loud. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was telling people to put their phones up, and I guess he said, if you not, I guess, sucking another man's dick or meeting up with another man, put your phones up. If you got clean pussy or some shit like that, put your phones up.
You ain't got AIDS.
If you ain't got AIDS, HIV. Nah, so this is my thing with it. I feel like the industry, he on top, and they're trying to twist his words up, and people want to stop his money because of the type of person he is, and he is on top.
Yeah.
So I feel like they twist his words up, and the reason why I said that because his whole thing was just to put your phones up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and he tried to use certain things that people, I guess, don't really talk about, you know what I'm saying, or is an issue in our community, in the hip-hop community or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Now, he separated the whole AIDS thing from the whole, you know what I'm saying, his view on males that get up with other males or whatever. It was a separation in there where he talked about females with clean pussy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but everybody want to focus on
just those two things,
and then try to put them together as if he said those two things together. You know what I'm saying? Which is not cool. So, it's kind of messed up that he losing a lot of money, and it's going to be like this.
Shows and stuff.
And it's going to be like this until he apologizes and until they break him.
He did though. He apologized on Instagram,
I think
and Twitter.
He did like two apologies,
different posts, you know what I mean, and stuff. Yeah, like,
and they still removing.
They still.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to give it time. I mean, and it happened to Rick Ross, and it happened to a couple other people. I mean, Rick Ross' situation wasn't like nothing with the gay community. You're
talking about
like
the Reebok thing or whatever.
Yeah, when he was talking about the pill thing or whatever.
But one thing that I find ironic, I had a couple people, on my Facebook timeline that brought up a very good point. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't nobody mad at this man, at DaBaby. You know what I mean? When he was talking about shooting other black men and gangster stuff. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. They wasn't talking about canceling him for that. They like all that bad stuff that he talks about. You know what I mean? Drug dealing and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden he talk about this, and it's like music already, is a form of can be used as like a form of brainwash and brainwashing. You know what I mean? So like it's just ironic to me that they chose to bash him on this subject, but they cool with all this other stuff that they talking about.
What happened to the right of freedom of speech though?
Exactly.
Like, why is people getting,
mad about anything?
Punished, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's. I feel like because it don't go with
the agenda.
Exactly, the narrative, the agenda. You know what I'm saying? And again, he was on top, and they don't want to see somebody like him. You know what I'm saying? On top.
I kind of feel like the. Not anything towards the LBGQT community, transgender community and stuff like that. Live your life as long as you ain't hurting people and stuff like that. You good. But I kind of feel that sometimes the entertainment industry, and the music industry, there is a little bit of an agenda that it seems like they're trying to demasculinate. You know what I mean, the African American community, and stuff like that, man. Like, and when you look at history, how like, the judicial system, took the African American father out of the homes, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. It's just just a bigger picture, I feel, man. When the crack epidemic popped off, wasn't nobody, getting, put in rehab for that type of stuff, bro. The families got broken apart, you know what I'm saying? Moms and pops, you know what I mean, in jail. Broken families, you know what I mean? Kids got to deal with not having parents, put in a foster home and stuff like that, and like it just kind of seems like there's something there. You know what I mean? There's, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, now you look at, you know, the opioid epidemic and stuff like that, and like it's all we need to make sure that we're helping these people, you know, survive and you know and evolve and you know and help them and stuff like that. But then when you look at history, it's like, I'm not saying just because these people struggled, these other people deserve to struggle, but it's kind of weird, you know, when you look at, you know, how the Black Panthers, you know what I mean, got, you know, messed up and stuff like that, you know what I mean, you know, just the things that the FBI did, you know what I mean, you know, it's already been proven that, you know, crack epidemic, you know, that dude David Webb brought to light about, you know, how the crack epidemic, you know, was basically started by the CIA because they were trying to fund a war in Nicaragua, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So they were selling, like, you know, lots of cocaine and stuff like that in inner city LA and everything. So it's ironic, you know what I mean. Shout out to Snowfall. If you ain't seen Snowfall, you need to go peep that. You know what I mean, it's a dope show. You know what I mean.
One of the best shows out.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. What
I agree with everything that you said, and that's why I don't watch the news anymore, and why I focus on just getting my bag and stuff like that, because you know, it's everything is a contradiction to me. You know what I'm saying? You push and you be stern on anybody that says anything about the LGBTQ community, but at the same time, there's a well-known racist organization, KKK, and you know what I'm saying, they let them walk around freely and don't put no harsh
narrative
or nothing on them, or you know what I'm saying, stop them from stuff, you know what I'm saying. And the same thing with the Black community when they talk about when they want to put everything on white people or the white men and stuff like that, when, you know, we commit crimes in our own community against each other. We don't even rock with each other how we want to. So I don't feed into none of that stuff or whatever. And you want to make change, you know what I'm saying, and you want something different to happen or whatever. And the only way it's gonna happen is if enough people feel the same way.
We lead by example, you know what I mean?
Lead by example, but enough people feel the same way. So, you know, we try to do our part as a team, you know what I'm saying, to lead by example, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, other people will follow or whatever. But I just think it's a messed up situation for DaBaby. But I do like to see that artists are not being scared and thinking that they're gonna lose their deals or their contracts.
Speaking their mind
and they supporting him, you know what I'm saying? And his situation or whatever, because, you know, I heard the Boosie, Lil Boosie is supporting them, and a couple ball players and stuff like that, and they could lose their endorsements or deals that they got going on just by, you know, saying that I support. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do like that fact. So we slowly getting somewhere with everything, but, you know, it's in due time. But it is an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, and then, I mean, shit, sometimes as an artist too, like, because I seen in his apology, you know, he was saying that he was uneducated and, you know, like he's trying to learn and stuff. But sometimes, like, if you're not really, like, educated on a topic, like,
don't speak on it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but, like, you know, you just gotta be careful what you say,
everybody got
man.
a point.
Exactly.
And what some people don't realize is that, okay, when he say he uneducated about it, that there was a conflict with both sides and certain things that be said.
Right.
But from his point of view, because of what we just talked about, where there feels like there's an agenda to the Black community, in his mind, he's saying what he's saying because he feel like it's affecting him and his community. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was trying to, you see what I'm saying?
Single out a certain thing.
People got to look at both sides. People don't do that. Everybody just want to win the conversation and stuff like that. So I tend to just, you know what I'm saying, like, focus on my bag and just do what I can do on my end. You know what I'm saying? But it is a messed up situation. But we're going to take a break real quick. You know what I'm saying? And when we come back, we're going to talk about some other things that's going on in Tucson, in the world, you know what I'm saying, social media or whatever. Right now, you're listening to AZUR Radio, Arizona Underrated Radio, and you're rocking with DJ Cash.
It's DJ Cash.
Come back.